Hello and welcome back to It's What I Do. Right, I'm going to be working on the tank for the goldfish today. I actually started yesterday, but it took me so long running around trying to find bits to do it. It was unreal. Ended up having to travel miles just to get all the pipe work and the bits I needed to do it. So let's show you what I've done so far. All it really is the shower that I've done anything really to. So we'll turn you around. What I did, I bought 3 of these crates from B&Q. £11.50 each. Quite a sturdy crate. I've cut the bottom out of them like that, and then I've cut some egg crate to go in the bottom, and I've done that to 2 of them, and the bottom one has got the outlets down there. And what I'm going to do with this one, I've got to get another piece of egg crate. I'm going to put a platform of egg crate in like that, so that there's only about, I don't know, inch, maybe 2 inch at the bottom, and that will maximise me filtration then. Now this filtration is way over the top for this size tank, because what it's going to do is going to go through this pressure filter. This is one of the different sort of pressure filters. It hasn't got foams in it, it's got like little pieces of media in there, and it looks like it's going to work quite well. It's like a cross between a pressure filter and an easy pod, I suppose. So it looks like it will work quite well, but we'll give it a go and we'll see. I think it will do the job. So the water's going to go into there first, come out of there, and then go over the shower and then back into the tub. Next job I've got to do is build a platform for the shower to sit on, sitting at the end there. So I've got to get the measurements right, otherwise it won't fit. So I need to get on with that, and we'll have a look at doing that in a moment. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'll try and set the camera up so you can see what I'm doing. Apologise if the view isn't particularly good, but there's not a lot of room under here. Right, so I've measured it up, and the holes on the tank, the bottom of the hole is 53 centimetres from the floor. Now I measured the outlets from the bottom of the shower that I've built, and the outlets for those are 3 centimetres from the bottom. Now these have been a little bit awkward because for some unknown reason, whoever built this tank, whatever make it is, the inlets from the shower are a really weird size. These are 36mm, and you can't get 36mm. So what I've had to do is use reducers on the bottom of there from 1.5 inches down to 36, so that they'll be able to connect. So yeah, as I say, I've measured that. That's 3 centimetres from the base to the bottom of the connector. That's 53 centimetres from the bottom of the hole to the floor. So I need a table that's going to be 50 centimetres. Sorry, I've just noticed the light changing. So that's where the sun's going in and out from clouds and whatnot, and the camera's adjusting. So I need legs that are going to be 50 centimetres less the thickness of the top that I'm going to put on it. So I just need to go and check that, and I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, the thickness of the top that I'm going to put on it is 9mm. So I need legs that are going to be 50 centimetres minus 9mm, which is 49.1 centimetres. So we'll measure that up. 49.1. So mark that. Use a set square. and draw our line across. And we'll follow that line down as well. That's just as an aid to help me cut square. Right, just a little tip, if you haven't got a set square and you're using one of these hand saws, this is actually a set square. This edge here, from here, there, is 90 degrees, so you can use that. Just rest the saw up against there and draw down. Just a useful little tip. So now I've got that measured. This is CLS timber, by the way. It's the cheap stuff that you can get from B&Q. It's plenty strong enough for uprights for the weight that I've got on there. It's actually quite good wood. That's what I built my arch with, and that's been there, oh I don't know, must be 18 years, something like that, somewhere along that line. So anyhow, that's the measurements. So I need to cut 4 of these for the legs. Oh, and I've got to cut to the left hand side of the line to make sure I keep straight. So that's one. I'll cut the others and I'll come back to you. Okay, that's me 4 legs cut. Now I've got to work out the dimensions for the top. How big I want it to be. Now, so for the top I'm going to need 2 pieces at 70 and then 2 pieces at 40 minus twice the thickness of the legs. Yeah? And that'll make me top. So I'll work that out and I'll cut those and I'll come back to you in a second. Okay, what I've done here is I've rough cut the timber to size. It's a bit over and it's a bit wider. So now what I'll do is I'll mark it out properly and take it round to the bandsaw in the shed and cut it out on there. I'm not going to take you in the shed because it is a complete tip and an embarrassment, so I won't take you in there. But I'll go and cut this to size, and then we'll come back and start assembling the legs and such like to it. I may well put a lower set of struts on it so that I can put a shelf on the bottom and also give it extra support, extra strength. So we'll have a look at that in a minute. Let me get the basic thing made and then we'll go from there. So I'll go and cut this and then we'll start putting it together. Right, so the top's all trimmed, it's all to size. Now I'm going to start putting the actual frame for it together. So not really going to be enough room for me to show you, so what I'll do is I'll put it together and then I'll show you it after I've done it. So I'll come back to you in a moment. Okay, that's the top of it made. I did have some problems with this. For some reason the one of the screws snapped, so I've had to just pound that in. I don't know why, whether it was a fault with the screw or what, but once they're in you can't get them out. They're 80mm screws that I've put to join the bottom bits, and then I've screwed the top to it right way along there using 4x30s. That's what's left over from when I built the upflow cabinet. So yeah, that's all together now. Now we need to put the legs on and think about whether I'm going to put a bottom brace on. I might do. I've got another length of timber. I bought 3 lengths to do this, so I've used 2 so far. So I've got another full length that I can use to make another piece to go around the inside of it, to brace the legs. So right, let me get the legs put on. Right, that's the legs on. I'm going to leave it as it is for the time being. I'm not going to put the braces on underneath. It's very strong as it is, so I don't think it will need it. So let's put that over into position and see whether it all lines up. Right, it's in place. It could have been a little bit lower because I've had to sort of lift that up to get it into there. So it could have gone a little bit lower, but I think we'll be able to get away with that. And I don't know if you can see the spirit level, dead level. So that's lovely. Absolutely superb. It's all good. Right, I'll whip it off and tighten all the bits up on it, so that it's then ready for me to start filling. So I'll be back in a minute. There we go, that's the shower in place. I've got to do the spray bar at the top. Everything's been tightened up now, so it's all secure. Won't be long before I can get it running. I hope you enjoyed that video. It's getting there, won't be long. Another couple of days I think and I'll be able to start moving fish. Well, I've got to clean it all and use some Virkon to disinfect everything, but once that's done, yeah, we're getting there, definitely getting there. Right, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to disappear now, so I will catch you next time. Bye for now.